Across the borders in the world of business, China's output of crude steel and pig iron increased steadily in the first 9 months of this year compared with the same period in previous years. China's steel industry has shown stronger international competitiveness and made new breakthroughs in high-end, green and intelligent development in the first 3 quarters of this year. Here now are the details of this and other stories making headlines across the globe.
China has been increasing investment in the intelligent and digital transformation of the steel industry this year, with about 30 yuan invested in research and development per ton of steel produced. In the third quarter of this year, China's steel industry continued to expand its global market share and has become an important engine of the global steel industry. China's steel industry has been implementing the world's strictest ultra-low emission standards for pollutants, with more than 500 million tons of production capacity completed or undergoing ultra-low emission transformation. 53 low-carbon technology research and development projects have been launched by 18 major steel companies in China, and the China Iron and Steel Association has been promoting energy-efficient projects at 58 companies with a production capacity of 440 million tons. Elsewhere, Canadian auto workers have voted to ratify a 3-year contract agreement with General Motors. Members of Unifor, the union representing about 4,300 Canadian workers at 3 Ontario General Motors facilities, voted 80.5% in favor of the deal. The vote followed the pattern of an agreement reached earlier with Ford, and it leaves only Jeep maker Stellantis without a contract. Talks have yet to start with Stellantis, which has the largest Canadian manufacturing footprint of Detroit's 3 automakers. The General Motors agreement came after a brief strike last week by the workers at General Motors factories in Oshawa and St. Catharines, Ontario, and parts of warehouse in Woodstock, Ontario. Unifor say that the deal includes pay rises of nearly 20% for production workers and 25% for skilled trades. Finally, Indonesia's 2023 rice output is expected to drop by 2% to 30.9 million metric tons as extremely dry weather driven by the El Niño weather patterns affects its harvest. The prediction was based on output data as of August and an estimate for harvest from September to December. The rice harvest area for 2023 was estimated at 10.2 million hectares, down from 10.45 million hectares a year ago. Indonesia imported 1.79 million tons of rice in the January to September period, up from 288,707 tons in the same period last year. Southeast Asia's biggest economy planned to import an additional 1.5 million metric tons of rice in 2023, on top of a 2.3 million tons import quota issued earlier this year to top up government's rice reserves to cool rising prices of the staple food.